Welcome to Algo Hour. It's December. We're in December. It's the 5th. Welcome to Algo Hour. I have everyone here. Hi, Teddy.
Good morning, good afternoon, and for another good day.
Nice. Hi, Luga. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Eating some goldfish, watching Dino Rangers. Life is good.
Living the dream. Feely.
Doing great. How is everybody?
Doing good. I finally got my tree up, so I feel like, the pressure's off.
Did you mitigate it?
Is it a real tree?
Hey.
Tell me it's a fake tree.
I did insurance for a long time.
We also fake tree.
I'm scared of the real trees. I'm not gonna lie, unless it's like planted.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you're just asking for it.
In insurance for a long time. It's a liability, she said.
Liabilities.
No. House fires from trees are rare now, but still. Joe, do you put up a tree?
I do not have a tree yet, but
okay.
I plan on getting one because I just moved here and I'm going to be going back up north for like the actual holidays. But we might get some. All my neighbors have like these really grand displays of like Christmas lights, and I just have like an empty house right now. So I figured I'd do something.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm feeling that as well. I had a tree up at one point in my life, but then the cats continuously made it a problem. And unlike unlike baby proofing things, the cat gate would have to probably go up about the entirety of the wall.
Just outline a Christmas tree on your wall with some lights.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get up the motivation to do that. There's a couple Christmas lights I have in my garage. But we'll get there when we do it. But good to see everyone. I know this has been, it's just insane how quickly the time has flown. The fact that we're already on 36 episodes and how I was going to say that's half a year, but it's 10 plus half a year. So my math on that was a little bit off, but yeah, it's just amazing to see us all. And like, I need to get a haircut. That's one of the things I'm trying to see how long I can get the hair to be, and it'll be exciting to go through all of the different weeks and to see my hair grow.
I feel like we need to time it again.
That.
I think last time you got a haircut and I got a haircut.
Bang, bang, boom.
Sync up. Yeah.
We'll look sharp. Maybe for the Algo after hours that we have up in the works here, IRL. I don't know if I should be spoiling something, but if you want to kind of give us the details on that before we get the rest of the episode started.
Save the date. That's what I got. December 29th. I think we said we're going to shoot for around like 6 p.m. Started a little earlier, but don't hold me to that because I'm still finalizing.
It's 6 p.m. What time zone, just for context?
The only time zone that matters, Ted, and that is EST.
Just making sure. I'm just trying for all of, not just even for the other Americans in this place, but also the Europeans and beyond.
Right. No, and I try to be consistent. So hopefully if you're talking to me, you will know that like that's the time zone that I am in. So yes, that is how I manage my calendar is using Eastern Standard Time. If you have a time and you're like, man, it would really be great if it was like closer to this end or this end of the day, weigh in, drop me a line, leave a comment, do something. If you're like, I don't want to miss out. And I want you to, weigh my perspective on what time might be good. I am down. We're finalizing some of the details, but it should be good. We had a lot of fun at our last after hours. It was like a good time.
Wow. So, that was really good.
We're making it as early as we can for it to still be considered after hours to try and accommodate a lot of the European folks out there as well. Obviously, that's kind of contradictory to some of the Australian people, but we'll figure out a different way to get everyone's different little communities of the world together. But in the meantime, just thank you so much for being here in the first place.
It's been so much fun. It feels weird that we're like in December because, we've got plans for the show. Things are changing, but also just like everything is changing. It's been a really busy year overall as the Algo fam. So I'm excited. I love hanging out with the fam. Some quick stuff that is happening, and I'm going to pull it up because I think it's making my computer lag trying to stream 2 places at once. So I will have to jump back and watch the recording. But the Algo Foundation's assembly call is happening now. It is supposed to be a party. It's what it said. I didn't know about it in advance enough to be able to schedule around it, which I'm a little sad about. But that's happening now. I did have a feed to it, but I might have already shut it down because it was being really loud in my ear right before we started. So yeah, don't miss that. It's right here. They got it going on now live. I think you did have to register through Livestream. Is that how you say that? I don't know, but that is happening now, and we can check back with them. I just think that might be bogging down the stream a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on it. But that is happening. Luga has written some limericks for us, which we will put to our audience today. Maybe
Good
like
luck,
100
audience.
Algo for the first right answer.
100 Algo?
Like
That's so much money now, IRL.
Could have bought a pixel puck for
We're
that.
pumping.
Right?
We're flying. Mint was like 35. You could have bought like 3 pixel pups.
Yeah, I haven't done
Math.
that yet. Only because I know I wasn't rushed and that he'd get a little bit more money if I bought it in the second time. So anyway.
So look at you supporting creators, IRL.
I liked it. Well, another thing we love to support, another group of people we love to support are our devs. Devs are people too. # we love devs. And we have a dev that updates us on all the awesomeness. And he somehow manages to cram it all into a little tiny segment for us and give us the highlights. But he's always around. He's doing, those things that you do where you teach people stuff. Boot camp.
Camps
Thank
with boots.
you. Tip of my tongue.
That was a challenge. You're
kind of a
shoe.
Something I didn't really have.
Fill the blank.
You've been doing boot camps, Joe. You're writing your own programming languages. You're doing everything everywhere. You're in the Discord helping people. So we have a segment for you that you give us, and I'll go put you in for an update if that sounds good.
Sounds good to me. All right. Hey, everyone. Got a couple of updates for you today. Been a particularly busy week in the land of Algorand as we're approaching the end of the year. So, of course, the big thing that everyone is excited about is the developer preview for AlgoKit 2.0, which is our Python high-level language. Alessandro is going to be talking a little bit more about the details of that in the call today. But the idea is by the end of the year, you'll be able to get your hands on the much anticipated Python language. So that'll be pretty exciting. So I've been taking a look at that, talking with the engineers working on that, talking about design and going back and forth about how we can work together and build a great dev ecosystem. So part of that is I've been also working on my own language, TealScript, as IRL mentioned. This is a language I've been working on for a while. And by the end of the year, we should have a stable release. So this basically means you can now start using it to build like actual apps on mainnet, which is really exciting. Just want to also, there is one update that's going to be coming to AlgoKit. It's a very technical update, but for those devs that have built on Algorithm before, you'll know how much of an improvement this is going to make for the dev experience. And what we're calling it is resource packing. And this is basically a way to tell the AVM what sort of stuff your contract is going to be reading and writing. So the blockchain is basically a giant database, a big table of a bunch of different ones and zeros. And so what this update is going to do is going to help developers tell the AVM which ones and zeros they're going to be accessing. And this is design that was made by the Inc. that makes the AVM really fast and scalable, but it can be kind of hard for developers to do this manually. So now we have the tools to do it automatically, and that's going to be integrated into AlgoKit within the next month or so. And this is going to be a really big update, because not only does it make it life easier for developers, it also means it'll be easier for like contracts to interact with each other, for people to make open source contracts that anyone can use. A lot of smaller side effects that are really exciting for the Algorand ecosystem. And of course, since that's being integrated in AlgoKit, that'll work with the Python language, the TealScript language, C#, and all the other languages in the Algorand ecosystem. So very exciting update. Again, it's a little bit technical to kind of get into the details of what it does, but end of the day, it's going to make building on Algorand even better. So very exciting stuff. And this is something that we've been talking about. If you've been involved in, any of the technical discussions of Algorand, this has been something we've kind of like dreamed of for like over a year now, and it's finally actually happening. So really exciting to see the dev UX improvements even before AlgoKit 2.0 comes. And then once you have 2.0, it'll be a whole different ballgame. So really exciting stuff. Mostly heads down working on that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I think that covers it all. So I'll hand it back to you, Ira. I just wanted to give a quick update. Got a lot of exciting things coming, and hopefully by the end of this year, by the time we do our after hours, we'll have some extra reasons to celebrate because of all these cool things happening in the developer ecosystem. So that'll be fun. All right. Thanks everyone for listening, and I'll hand it back to you, IRL.
We all know he's not getting off the hook. It's just to avoid y'all seeing my glazed over look when he gets too technical. But also we had the hackathon winners announced were announced over the last week, right? We had, I know some people were finalists in that, and that was really cool to see. And then XGovs is voting right now, I think. I'm not an XGov, so don't quote me, but I think if you are an XGov that you should support Akita's proposal. Just saying. I really want that to pass. But that's happening too. So there's all sorts of stuff happening in the space, and it's been hard to keep up with.
Yeah, definitely. And also, if you are an XGov, and first of all, definitely vote, because we want to support projects like Akita and all the other great proposals out there. But also, the XGovs is currently an open discussion. So if you participate in XGovs and you think it should work differently, then join our Discord, join our forums, and get involved in the discussions about how we can evolve this process. This is something that Adri, who is leading our governance team at the foundation, she's always listening to community feedback. For those that know her, she's awesome. And so this is an evolving process. So don't just vote, but also participate in how you think voting should work in the future and help shape how this decentralized governance model can work on Algorand.
Yeah, this is the second round for XGov. It's really exciting. I do know, I think some have already passed the threshold for comment, or I don't know. I have not been following it as closely as I should. I've missed a couple things in the past week. And we'll do our updates for the show. So save the date we set for December 29th for our holiday after hours get together. It will be a good time, I promise. And then no show next week. We will see you all on the 19th. We'll rock kind of an every other week for December. Let us all have our holidays and get ready to be festive. But I am stoked for the after hours because it is an opportunity for people on the show that might be wound kind of tight normally to just like unexcusably let my hair down. So I'm excited.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun, and I think we're going to have some interesting, a good agenda, I should say, and we'll leave it at that. Whether we'll finalize what that ends up actually being, but we've got some great ideas in the works.
I'm excited about it. Okay, so to change it up a little bit, I'm thinking let's hear from Feely. Let's hear the Starcast because I missed that, and then we'll do some games if that sounds good with everyone.
Great.
Alrighty. Feely, let's see.
muted. I am muted. My bad, you guys. Oops. Anyways, so this week, Venus is stepping into Scorpio. It did yesterday on December 4th. And Scorpio brings serious power and strength, making it a great time for anybody going through a rough patch. You can totally use Venus in Scorpio's determination and willpower to keep pushing forward. Scorpio gets a rep for being super emotional, but it's also a fixed sign, meaning it's all about staying committed and seeing things through. So if you're dealing with tough times, lean into that Venus and Scorpio energy. It's like a boost of support to help you stay strong and to keep going. So the astral vibe is a bit wild, especially with Scorpio in the picture. Scorpio is all about the intense emotions. It's a deep dive into feelings and human nature. So when Venus chills in Scorpio, get ready to take a trip to the dark side. It's a crazy roller coaster with this transit. But the cool part is that digging into those shadows is like turning on the lights in a dark room. So it's good for you. It exposes what's hiding. With Venus in Scorpio, it's like a pass to live without regrets. Feel all the feels from, being super happy to kind of down. Right now, it's totally okay. And when Venus hangs out in Scorpio, that passion that everybody talks about, it's in full swing. So embrace it all, feel it all, and just enjoy the ride. So breaking down Venus in Scorpio, especially in the love department, it can be super intense. And beautiful, but be careful because things can get a little jealous and spiteful real fast. So stay positive and don't let anybody drag you into drama. If you're feeling a bit jealous or suspicious, it's common right now, so don't go overboard. On the bright side, Venus and Scorpio can make your relationships way deeper and more honest. So with money, because Venus also handles money, and in Scorpio, it's like a money wizard. So you can find smart ways to make or save money. But be cautious because Scorpio natives, they like to keep things a secret, which can lead to some like shady money stuff. So just watch out. Also, Venus in Scorpio might seem a bit dark and risky, but it's also pretty captivating. So embrace the magnetic energy and let it uncover your passions and your life's purpose. So yeah, it might be a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, but you'll come out of it transformed and stronger. I did write a quick horoscope. So if you know your rising sign, you can check that. If not, you can just go with your sun sign, just for a glimpse of what's ahead. I always focus on what house, and house in astrology, it just means area of life. So for Aries rising, Venus is in your 8th house. So there's intensity in your partnerships and shared resources. For Taurus risings, this is happening in your 7th house of partnerships and other people. So your relationships may take a passionate turn. So focus on enhancing emotional bonds with your partner and with other people. For Gemini risings, Scorpio is in your 6th house of your day-to-day routines and like coworkers. So work relationships might get a little intense. So look for deep connections with your colleagues or just improve on well-being practices. For Cancer risings, this is in your 5th house of creativity, sex, fun. So creative pursuits and romance are highlighted. It's a good time to dive into passionate self-expression. For Leo risings, Scorpio is in your 4th house. So that's the area of home and family. So your home and family dynamics might intensify. So it's a time to strengthen bonds with those close to you. For Virgo rising, it's in your 3rd house of communication and short distance traveling. So your communication might get a little passionate. So just express your emotions clearly and connect with siblings or neighbors. For Libra rising, this is in your 2nd house of financial matters. So your financial matters might intensify. So focus on creating emotional security and value in your life. For Scorpio risings, this is in your 1st house of your physical appearance and your identity. So your personal charm and attractiveness might be heightened around this time. So just embrace your intense magnetism. Scorpio, Sagittarius rising. This is in your 12th house of the underworld and the unknown. So it's a good time to dive into the depths of your subconscious, explore any hidden emotions and spiritual connections. For Capricorn risings, this is in your 11th house. So your social connections may become a little intense. So it's a good time to strengthen your bonds with friends and pursue shared goals. For Aquarius rising, this is in your 10th house of your public reputation, work, stuff like that. So professional relationships may intensify. So focus on passionate pursuits in your career. And last is Pisces rising. This is in your 9th house. So it's a time to dive into profound experiences through your education or traveling, explore deep connections with different perspectives. Yeah, so Scorpio transits are not always easy, but that's why I am here to help you navigate the seasons of life. But that's all for today. Yeah, Bridget.
I feel like sometimes I'm all the signs. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Yes, we have all 12 signs in our chart. It's just a matter of where.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm learning so much. I dig it. I dig it. Okay. So I need to drill my other signs into my head though, because yeah, you're right. The one sign is just like reinforced a lot if you don't really know about astrology. So yeah, I need to do a better job remembering what my other ones are, which you have told me several times, and it's there. I will get there with that. How about some limericks, y'all?
Oh yeah.
I'll suck at these. Okay,
Limericks.
I used to always know the answer, and I don't know. I feel like Luca's purposely leaving out punctuation at this point to make it harder for me to know the answer.
I don't know about purposefully, but yeah.
I feel like
Very
I used
bad
to
at
get
that
them all the
typos.
time, and now I literally have to hear you say it.
Are these
so
hard
I
ones?
don't know what they are.
No, no.
I think I only know the answer to one off the top of my head,
What?
but we'll leave the whole crew here and do them. If
Okay.
you are listening in and watching live, if first person to give us the right answer, we'll give 100 algo. But yeah, I think that's
100
fair.
algo per answer?
Oh my goodness. That's
Or
Is
just
Algo Moon? Have I missed something?
Yeah, it's like 15, 16 cents right now. It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 2x from my all-time low. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pack your
I didn't even
bags,
buy
y'all.
Algo with cents. I'm really
Bags.
sad. Like pissed off I didn't do it.
I dig it. It'll be extra holiday shopping then. I dig it. I dig it. And shout out to our sponsors who make it so that we have Algo to give away randomly. Y'all are awesome. I will get better at some point at this. You know, I did learn how to direct
I
and
got you.
stream, but yeah. We got NF
And-
Domains, Ran, AlgoBots,
Thoughts?
Chris, Wenner, Gov.boy, and Noti Boy, Fallen Order, and the WAMP crew. Fallen Order manages our global Algo active page. And Luga, I'm not saying I'm avoiding you, but I'm kind of avoiding you. I got to get back into it. I was so good. And I'm not eating potato chips in real life, but I feel like I might as well be. I need to start.
Just slam the monster, right? Don't sip it. Like slam it.
Slam.
And then the caffeine will make you do something.
Shotgun it. Shotgun the monster.
How did you
Yeah, there you go.
my monsters? Yeah. I think it's because
I
my
can see
husband's convinced that they're going to kill me one day. He's like, those are not good.
They're sugar-free. They can't be fed.
Right?
Switch to
Sugar
tea.
free.
Dye is fine, right?
Yerba mate tea is, I alternate with yerba mate tea and coffee. I've been doing that for several years.
Yeah.
Yerba mate is amazing. And it's an adaptogen too. So it's not like you don't like get a caffeine hit and then like crash. Like it like prolong throughout the day. And the adaptogen, it's supposed to help manage like your
Is that
cortisol
MA? What kind of
it's
Yerba,
it's
it's like
yerba mate.
YERBA, I think.
Yerba mate, YERBA, and mate, MATE. I buy the Yogi Positive Energy tea. That one is really good. It has a little bit of energy in it. I order like 6 boxes at a time.
Really?
You've never heard of yerba mate?
No. Oh, you have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have. Feely and I were on the same.
She's from the north.
Same.
I swear to God, it's like a
Sugar
good
maple
replacement
syrup.
if you're trying to get off of Adderall. Just saying.
Yeah, how have you
I-
not heard of yerba mate as a mother?
I don't know what. No, I don't know what this is.
Is it
Can I
marketed
tell
to
you?
mothers, Ted?
No, because it's like caffeine, and but it's a clean caffeine. You should trust me. This is going to change your life. So
Okay.
Not all.
Stay
not all-
tuned, folks. It's gonna change my life. You all can witness it.
Next show, we all get yerba mate. Drink it
Let's
live.
go.
oh yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna
we don't
try
want
it.
to get too crazy here.
I'll be sending Feely Amazon links later today, being like, "Is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the
I
one?"
know. It's by Yogi Tea. Positive.
Okay,
Yogi.
It's in
I
the
do know
bright
that
yellow
brand.
container.
I know that brand, but I've never heard of that tea. And all I can think of is like some Amazon show that was about the orchestra and the guy drank some sort of tea. That I was like, "Oh, what kind of tea is that?" But sorry, going way off track here. How about some limerick show?
Limericks. Yerba
Everybody
mate
may
is the
benefit
first
off of
answer.
your-
That's gonna help with focus too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just like, oh no, coffee and monsters. That's my jam for sure. Okay.
That's all you need.
Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like Beaver and DC are ready for these limericks. They have been eyeing us in chat, wondering what's going on. Let's go. Let's see.
All right. You might think it's jolly, but it's a one-on-one artist, by golly. They work with 3D, imagine so beautifully, unique clay-like people.
I think I
I
know.
like the silence right after. It's always
I think I know.
Yeah, you got it?
Oh.
Ooh, it's not jolly. It's
No,
not
that's
jolly.
not who I thought it was.
But it
I
is
was
the
thinking
third person. PWK with the answer.
Hoy.
Hoy Polly is what we were going for
Hoy
there.
Polly. Okay, all I could think of was Psy, and that was not right. So PWK with the win there. I don't know where my my chat went. Let's see here. Live chat. Start that thing. All right. Is that
Polly
coming
too
up?
hot.
Oh, it is up there.
Yeah, there we
I can't say
are.
Polly,
So
but I'll say Polly. Does anybody else do that?
PWK, I don't know your wallet info. So find me and get me your wallet
Polly
info.
Tool-Hearted.
Oh, that's PWK's
I'm
Polly.
assuming
Polly?
Yeah,
Okay.
Polly. Polly
we
Too
think.
Hot.
Polly.
if it doesn't work, then Polly Two Hearted's gonna get an extra.
Congrats.
Good job. You win for someone else. I didn't know that one. Okay, that was
Me
hard.
neither.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right.
This one I do know though.
Oh, I really got those. Okay. Now, don't be petty. Just grab a Betty. Hike the trail. It's icy with hail. A sub-zero creature.
Let's see what's on the chat.
It better show up. Better be quick. Type.
Polly rhymes, but is not Yeti.
There it
DP
is.
with the quick.
Yeti.
I even have a Yeti.
Oh, I like
You
the
have a Yeti?
That's
that
not
just a-
official. That's not official
okay.
Yeti
Yeti?
merch, but
Just
you
like-
can order official Yeti merch. And if you pick one that's the queen, someone might get a kickback on that merch because they own the NFT. I'm just saying. Actually, I might not because I listed it for an obscene amount of money.
I saw that $18,000.
$18,000?
Right?
It was
USD?
six digits. Yeah, it was a big number.
I saw that last night. I was honestly gonna ask you,
It
is
was
that you?
before Algo was worth 15 cents, though.
Oh my gosh, so it's like even more.
Shoot. But yeah, you can actually get official Yeti merch. Congrats, DC. I will get you your Algo. We got one more. I love the limericks. I think this is
They're
the
fun.
nerd in me
I feel
totally.
like I actually
thinks
rhymed
that.
this week.
When you read it, they're right.
Yeah, it's all about, yeah.
Inflection. Oh, no, wrong one. Sorry.
All right. It's not a cheetah, cuter than Rosita. Omni or Gen 1. They're both such fun. They really love memes. It's so hard not to say it.
I talked about it earlier, too, actually. That was
They have a
Tip of
great
my
X-Cuff
tongue.
proposal right now.
They
Need some
do.
oats?
PWK.
Oh
Nice
Barley.
work.
PWA.
That's strong.
I was
product.
really tempted to chat in the answer myself, but I
Me
didn't
too,
want
so I was
to.
Wow,
probably
Ted.
not-
Wow. Give an unfair advantage.
I was trying
Yeah.
not to give it away, like a slight pause, but I did know that one, and I knew the Yeti, but you tricked me on the first one. Good job. So clever,
And
clever.
shout out Algo Yeti in the chat as well. Everybody grab the Yeti merch, and yeah.
Yes, where is that? There's that, and Yeti plays poker with us
Oh, yeah.
Thursday night.
Apparently pretty well.
In Wamp Poker, which is also another sponsor. Thanks, Wamp Poker. But also, it's definitely, I've said before, one of my favorite ways to beat the bear. I can confirm we will have some poker for our after hours.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks again to Wamp for always arranging stuff for us. But yeah, I know there was a little bit of trash talking, and I think, having an earlier Jaws, there's really not an excuse not to play. So we'll have to
Ooh.
we'll
Can we
have
get
to nail
Jaws?
down exactly what time. And I think
He's
it
6
would
hours
be
ahead,
fun.
I think.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. No, 5.
He's 5. Okay, that's only 11 p.m.
I think it'd be fun if we roped Joe into roping in some devs, like a dev team, show team. I don't know. I feel like we need to get some challenges,
Yeah,
what do you
I want to
call
see
that?
Joanna at cards.
Some team building challenges going. We got to do it up right. So, and then Luga, I have not asked you yet, but what better time than now? I will meet you in your Algo Active section. How's that sound?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Almost got lost on the way here.
You got lost?
So,
I got lost too.
I was thinking for our after hours, we'll do it leading up to after hours.
Okay.
But maybe we can come up with a challenge. Might be push-ups, maybe something else, and think of a good way to drive it to charities.
Ooh.
I think that might be fun. I'm thinking kind of like my kids did a thing at their school last year where like they raised money by riding their tricycles around the track.
We should ride tricycles. We should definitely ride tricycles.
Or no, it's winter here. I will be under snow very soon. But
we need a snowmobile tricycle.
Yeah, like jumping jacks or push-ups or something that we can challenge, so people like you can really show off and be like, I can do 50 push-ups, because I heard a guy say that once, but
and he didn't do it.
Never saw it.
I did 44.
Yeah, or shuffle, or so I don't
dance.
know whether you can handle the logistics. Maybe it's whatever your favorite challenge was over the last year. Feely's yelling in the backstage she wants to shuffle more, which was a really fun challenge. And
that was good.
So yeah, I don't know. Think it out. Let me know what you want to do and firm that up. But that was on my ticker to talk to you about.
I like it. Do you want to do it live, like while we're playing poker? Or you want to do it like
I don't know about live.
Like you gotta post within this hour window.
I mean, I can pat my head and rub my belly.
Do you
what
want
I got
one
for live
for every second you maintain?
I don't know exactly. You're the brains behind the Algo Active.
How's the brawn?
Brains and the brawn.
I'm
the tech support, which means we're all of the creek. But I do have something that you gave us this week that we should be doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a new challenge. So it's a little bit it's the easier way, but yeah, just find a way to get into a handstand and see if you can hold it. I can only hold it with the wall. I couldn't come away from the wall. I tried and put a dent in my wall, but just a handstand. Wow. Just crank it out, flex it, whatever way you got. I just wanted to see if I could handstand push up. It's close. I mean, that's kind of the whole point, is showing off. I don't know.
I wondered how I was going to get up into a handstand, because I knew what it was when I got the footage, obviously. And I was like, how am I going to, I don't know. I'm pretty tall. You're tall too. So you couldn't go all the way upright, or you'd like hit the ceiling. No?
Oh, I did. I kick a tile if you look. I had to go fix it.
Yeah, I'm
But,
just thinking how tall I
rolling
am.
into a handstand that way is a lot better than
Maybe I
kicking
won't have
over.
this feeling. We'll see. Maybe.
How tall are you? Now I'm curious. You pushing 6 foot, I don't know?
Close. Not quite.
Are you dunking? Really?
I'm
Like
tall.
5'11"?
I'm not over 6 foot, but I am tall.
Okay, all right.
It's true.
I see you.
It is true. All right. I'm out of here. Let's hear from Teddy, do sports, and then we'll close up with flex time because there was pups happening. There's been like a ton of stuff happening. Goat kids. I'm really actually behind, and I'm counting on everybody to get me caught up to speed. So if Teddy's ready with sports, we'll go see him. Maybe.
Welcome to the sports stuff section, brought to you by yours truly. I've got a long, good show for you. I'll try and condense it as much as I can. Before we get into the main headlines of the day, I want to start off with the college football playoff mania that has happened as we had college championship weekend, with all of the different conferences having their final games of the year, or if you're the Pac-12, the final game ever. Rest in peace to the Pac-12 conference. The big game, though, that certainly caused the most ripple effects was certainly Alabama versus Georgia. This SEC championship was a battle of epic proportions as Jalen Milroe and the Crimson Tide took on Brock Vandergraaf and the Bulldogs. Coming into this game, the Georgia Bulldogs were on a 29-game winning streak dating back to 2021, including winning the national championship last year. So it's just an absolutely insane run that they were on going into this. But it didn't take long for Alabama to kind of stun them. Alabama, previously ranked number 8 going into the game with a loss against Texas earlier this year, was having a rocky season, considering what they're used to, never really blowing out teams in typical Alabama fashion, and borderline limping to a 11-1 record. Nick Saban seemed like for a while that he had lost control of the team in regards to lots of penalties and whatnot, but they got there, and credit to them, with a fantastic win over Auburn using their iconic gravedigger play on 4th and 31 to go ahead and get a go-ahead touchdown against them. But going back to the effect of Alabama pulling off the absolutely unbelievable upset over Georgia has caused huge ripples over the wider college football playoff scene, including that Brock Vandergraaf, starting quarterback for Georgia, entering the transfer portal today. And it was just absolutely unbelievable. The uproar of FSU not getting into the college football playoff cannot be understated as well, but the selection committee was forced to value the team and its health as it was. As a result, we saw Jordan Travis's, their starting quarterback, broken leg, really devalue the team's prospects here. And I think this is going to be an interesting shift in how players and teams showcase or discuss their injuries in the first place, right? If you're a team, it would have made more sense for them to say, oh, he's going to maybe come back and whatnot, whereas telling the truth has just led them to getting completely shut out of an opportunity for a national championship. Accordingly, we have Texas, Michigan, Alabama, and who is the last one? But anyways, they are coming into the national championship. Texas, Alabama. Let me go back here and get this. Washington is what it was. And don't worry, we have so many more other tournaments to talk about as well as we go on and continue. But that was just, I really wanted to kind of give that some insight as well. Once again, rest in peace to the Pac-12. Our main story is the NFL playoff hunt continues to heat up as we're seeing teams really work for their wins and suffer for their losses. The now MVP frontrunner and former last pick of the draft, literally as they call it, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy crushed the Eagles in Philadelphia 42-19, much to the appreciation of their fans that had to play against them in the NFC Championship, where Brock Purdy suffered a UCL injury, which is just some ligament in your elbow. And now he was able to finally be healthy, and they won very handedly. Personally, I think that's an interesting move that the sports books are doing, putting the MVP favorite away from Jalen Hurts and towards Brock Purdy. Personally, I like the guy down in Miami who's going to break Calvin Johnson's receiving record. Speaking of, the Dolphins beat the Commanders by 30 and 2 TDs and 157 yards from Tyreek. Going around the rest of the league, we had the Broncos losing to the Texans, breaking their winning streak in a heartbreaker, and the Packers getting bailed out against the Chiefs as multiple pass interference calls were overlooked in the last minute of the game. The Monday night game is our lead football story as we saw Jake Browning take on Trevor Lawrence. Despite Jacksonville being favored by 10 points, the Bengals kept it close the whole way. But late in the fourth quarter, Lawrence went down for a sack and he just couldn't get back up. He tried to stand up once, but his ankle gave out or something, and he knew he was done right away. He threw his helmet down on the ground, and it looked like an incredibly serious injury. Limping across the field into the locker room, the Jacksonville home crowd was just absolutely silent. And the energy really was sucked out of the stadium after that as well. The game did go to overtime based on a good Brandon McManus kick from Jacksonville, but the Bengals held on, stopping Jacksonville's initial drive and then going down and kicking a field goal. Bengals backup Jake Browning looked amazing, 32 for 37, 354 yards, and 1 touchdown. So it'll be interesting to see how he continues to develop, as that was his first win with the Bengals. Looking at the Algo Hour fantasy football, let's do a quick little playoff preview for that, as IRL is groaning in the green room. Once again, to the absolute surprise of no one except for all of us, Cooper Daniels is in first place with a 10-3 record. Shout out to him. He beat Algo 101 in a high-powered matchup, 151 to 147. Chronic Fatigue Smokey McPotts, 9-4, is taking on second place. We have Sour 420 and Jay Miller sharing third at 8-5, and then a collection of other teams at 7-6, Hashton, Algo 101, and Joe, our famous Joe. DFS Addict is 6-7, and the remaining 4 teams include me at 5-8, Miller, Algo, and Dano. Lastly, we have IRL at 1-12. Now, what that means for the actual playoff picture here, we have Cooper Daniels getting a bye, as well as Smokey, with Jay Miller and Hashton projected to play in the first round, and Algo 101 and Sour projected to play in the other first round matchup. Then we're going to see a round 2 semifinals between those winners and the teams that were on bye, and then finally a championship. Fortunately, IRL, you get a bye in the Toilet Bowl, where every loss that you go contributes to your potential success at being the king of the toilet, which is last place. So we will see if we end up deciding to do some sort of Algo after hours punishment, if and when it comes to that point. But at 1-12 IRL, we'll have to have some serious tutoring going on. But anyways, our final story of the day, I have the NBA in-season tournament. Their quarterfinals has all of a sudden come to fruition here. I've got 2 games that happened yesterday, and we've got 2 games that have happened tonight. Because it as a result of the in-season tournament, there are no other basketball games going on. All eyes are on these 2 teams. Tyrese Halliburton with the Indiana Pacers took on Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. And Tyrese Halliburton, this was his first time on TNT as a seasoned veteran from the Kings, and now he's on the Pacers. Those 2 teams never really get the national TV recognition that they deserve. And just absolutely showed out. Had his first ever triple-double, which was an impressive stat line in and of itself, but especially considering he had 0 turnovers. Miles Turner with a double-double and 21 points from Buddy Hield were also contributory. Despite the loss, the Jays combined for 62 points, and Sam Hauser off the bench got them 15. It was an absolutely unbelievable game as the Pacers went on a 9-0 run to close it out. The other game, and if IRL we can go and look ahead at the wider tournament picture here, we've got the Pelicans beating the Kings 127-117, 30 points from Brandon Ingram, 23 points off the bench from Herb Jones, and Trey Murphy got them 16 points, which is exceptionally notable considering his injury availability at the start of the season. So it's good to see the Pelicans starting to get healthy right when it matters most, at least for the in-season tournament. Now, reminder, the winner of this doesn't really get anything for the playoffs or anything like that, but each player on the winning team is going to get a $500,000 check. And considering, I think it's 10 of the 15 players in the Indiana Pacers are making relatively under the average of an NBA contract, which I think is like $6 million. This is an absolutely large amount of money for them. So it's going to be really interesting to see how hard teams try to continue and get in here. The semifinals and the championship are going to be in Las Vegas as the quarterfinals continue to wrap up tonight with the Bucks and the Knicks, as well as the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. So it'll be great to see a LeBron James versus Kevin Durant matchup. That's all I have. Thank you so much, IRL, for giving me the opportunity to share the sports stuff with the rest of the community. Back to you.
Oh, I'm not there. Shoot. Just kidding.
There we
Here I
are.
am. And I still have our last guest in this spot. All right, we'll get rid of him. Lots has been happening. I cannot say I told you so enough when I was like, I don't follow football. I've never played fantasy football. Everyone was warned. Beginner's luck is not a thing for fantasy football.
Last place means you're the first loser, so.
Yes, number one.
And
Love that.
Watch out for the Popcorn Lounge, as we're going to have playoff lines for all of the teams that are fortunate enough to make it into the playoffs. So we'll be good. I figured out a system for the projections to make it so that there'll be some spreads involved, try and get it as close as possible. And yeah, it'll be great.
Man, this weather change is killing me. I'm telling you, I cannot keep up. The clocks changed, the seasons changed. Luga had his tree up before Christmas. Or before Thanksgiving. I fell out behind.
This is a requirement in my life.
It's like a real life flex time, right? You got to show us. Which I will say, Joe, when you consider getting a tree, I have a few Algo ornaments on my tree.
Jealous.
One of them, I will have to take a picture for y'all, but it has our ATH for the year. And I want to say that year was not the last couple. So it was north of $2 on that ornament. But yeah, I have more Algorand ornaments than you. No. All right. Who got a pop? Who upgraded their pop already?
Ooh, me.
You did? Joe, did you upgrade your pops already?
I've been trying to, but my ledger is not working for some reason. So yeah.
Give me a second to find it. Very appropriate though. Mine's not in the ledger, so that's not my excuse. But there are some good flexes. Luga, you got a flex in here. Let's see.
I just had to. A little cross chain. You know, that's who I am now.
That's who I am.
For you.
That's who we all are.
I
don't know. Is this Gollum?
It is Golem. This is his X Golem collection on XRP.
Okay.
It's animated.
Some shitty kitties. What is this one right here? Zerp?
That is a Zerpmon. Ooh, look at you.
Okay. No, the
What you
handle.
talking
I
about?
looked at the handle. I don't know what I'm talking
Oh.
But I'll hit it with the light because it's cute. It's cute
Isn't
for
it
a fiery
adorable?
ball of something.
It's like a little volcano.
And then that's a tiny, right?
That is a time.
Okay.
Mine's coming out.
Oh, here's Felix. I love the good boys. I really do. I love the art.
Such a good job. It has the beats, the shades, PB&J, swag.
I love it. It is a good boy.
It is a good boy. Such a good boy.
And I waited for him for so long, and then I've just been so tied up. I really am behind. And I thought I didn't do it in the first couple hours. I'd wait a couple of days. So I'll get my good boys. I haven't even peeked to see what they're going to look like because I like the surprise. Like I want to see. I want the surprise. So, Little Royals, extra foxy, been on the show. This is the highest rarity in their collection. Okay.
Wow.
That's the rank 1 Royal? Wow. It's huge.
That's a flex.
They're gonna
I
battle
don't-
Scully friends soon, I believe.
Are they? Okay.
They're gonna
so
what?
you can fight your Scullys in the arena. There's like a competition.
Oh,
I don't know the dates, but I think it's coming up soon.
Fun.
As always, Ice Age is lording over me with more flexes. This is a custom bot ticket. I really wanted one of these from Mars
Is that
Comics.
Mars? Ooh,
Mhm.
nice. Good old Mars.
So some of the custom bots have been really dope. I have gotten custom pieces before from Mars, but not a bot. So it's on my my NFT bucket list. GFY. Oh, you matched your set. Nice work. Congrats. He's got the MIA with a matching Wise Uncle. So
Wow.
Wow.
Holly Two Hearted coming up again. Is Crazy Embryo Kids? Are they going 3D? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't know that they were going 3D. Cool. I'm gonna hit that with a like too. And then we've got Spawnlings, and Spawnlings play right before Yeti on Thursday nights, I think, right? Is that right?
Yes. That's right.
I think that's 7 p.m. EST, maybe
I
something.
believe 7. I'm always at work when that game goes on, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's like a rough time for me to make it. I do try to make it every couple weeks, and then I think the Yeti starts at like 9:30.
9:30.
Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Something I look forward to every week. So there's the Spawnlings, DC Perp, flexing some goat kids, which I think, knock on wood, if I can get through my to-do list and get the opt-ins and stuff, I think we'll have one of those to give away pretty soon, courtesy of Beaver. So thanks. Appreciate you. El Flaco with the Atomic Skins. This is a Perdoodles by Perdoodles.
Ooh.
And then this is from Ventral, the Crazy Goose Flack. Y'all got to add some handles though. Flaco, don't make me
I'm
look
so
at them
bad
when I accidentally
That's part of the test. We gotta see if we can recognize NFTs.
Yeah, it's harder than the Limerick challenge.
This really is.
We, instead of an inkblot challenge, we do an NFT thing where you have to identify the NFTs, and then we check wallet activity, and you have to have some transactions in there, and that's really what makes you qualified to be on the show. That's
That's the rules.
Yeah.
Those are the good rules.
I'm so far behind on my NFTs. I want my good boys. Maybe I'll do that today. Let's see. I think there were a couple more that we missed from last week. Let's see. I'm not seeing a lot of the good boys being flexed besides Feelies. So if you have a good boy that you flexed and you want to show it up, or you've picked up something else cool. I know there was another project I kept seeing. Doodles, something.
I don't
know. I bought one recently. I'm just going to go look right now so I can tell you all what that one was, because I don't know a lot about it. Type in my quick NFT Explorer. So top collections in the last 7 days, we got Pixel Pups, Not a Surprise, Mingo, Elguana, Mia, Good Boys, Mostly Friends, Pixel Raccoon, Crazy Goose Flock, The Lost Spots, Loopies. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know very much about them. And that's the top 10 in sales for the week.
Nice.
Wow.
I know.
Nice.
We lost Luga somewhere.
I don't know much about Loopies either, but their art is so cute. I keep buying.
It was pretty cute. So I bought one to make sure I totally wouldn't, miss the boat. But definitely on my agenda this week was the Good Boys. I figured I had, let me just move us back to the welcome screen. I don't know. I had some stuff going on in real life the last week with family. We're all getting ready for the holidays. So as a reminder, no show next week. We will be back on the 19th. And then save the date for our after hours on the 29th. Checking in real quick with the call. I think it might be over. Let's see. I don't know. Where did my foundation call go here? There it is. Nope. Looks like they're in the Q&A section of the assembly. So I'm assuming that they have something fun scheduled for the end of it because it did say party. And Joe did not leak me any advance info. I'm very upset about that. But I think there's probably something fun scheduled for the end. It did say holiday party in the subject. So yeah, I need better intel, I guess, on that in advance. Teddy, what do you got coming up this next week?
Just more of the same. I think in the NFT scene, we've had the Algo Mingo DAO liquidated a couple of their Mingos, and that led to a distribution of profits. So shout out to high-powered NFT collections having some sort of contact with each other. It was 3 undreamt Mingos that they sold. I think all 3 of them sold within like 2 hours. So
wow,
it was definitely a great deal for someone that got that did that. And for the Gowanus as well, they held on to that for about, I think, almost a year, if not longer than a year. So yeah, it was a good little hold for both parties. But other than that, just more of the same, just trying to keep branching out. Probably going to get a haircut. And yeah.
Nice. I need to get a haircut too. The whole family needs a haircut before we get these Christmas pictures done. I'm telling you, it's on the to-do list. Feely, you do a tree?
No.
No tree?
This is my second year not doing a tree.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just a waste of space, in my opinion. I live in a small apartment, and I don't know. I just feel like it's just there taking up space.
This is a safe space. You don't have to put up a tree. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Get ahead of the holidays. I'm not gonna lie. Sans children, I might not put up a tree either. You know, I don't know. I'm not the Grinch. I like trees. I like decorating. And before I had kids and had more disposable time and income, I actually did a lot more Christmas lights outside of the house. That was my thing. I liked putting up lights that people could see. And I'm not a huge host when it comes to that kind of stuff. So why are you shaking your head?
I don't know. I have a strong opinion about Christmas.
Me too. Christmas battles. Let's go head to head, Feely.
She's getting the eye. You were getting the eye. Well, I love that it's a time to get together. It's gotten me off my butt, you know.
Exactly.
Little
and
things
I feel like that's what a lot of people forget, you know.
Yeah.
About being together, being with your family, like not buying shit.
You do not need that extra ornament pack from Target. You don't.
And I don't like giving people stuff. I like make their gifts. So it's a whole different meaning. It's like, oh no, yeah, your gift from Walmart. And there's like no meaning behind it. In my opinion. So I try to like make stuff. I don't know, stuff that I find, I'll like gift it.
I love that. I'm really sad we don't live closer in real life so we can do a gift swap. Because I love homemade stuff, and I don't miss when we worked. We had a holiday thing, and I never looked forward to it, but I am looking forward to our after hours party. So that's something I'm stoked for. It's a safe space. Our young people, Joe and Feely, don't have to put up a tree if they don't want to. It's totally fine. We love you anyways. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to baked goods. I like baked goods, and I like when I don't have to bake them.
And tamales.
This time of year is great for that kind of stuff. Yum, yum. So save the date. Have next week off, and we'll be back on the 19th, I think. Joe, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I actually did realize I forgot to mention one thing. In our Discord, we're now holding a weekly call for Teal Script. So if you want to get involved in the discussion or just be a fly on the wall, we're going to be meeting there right now every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So forgot to plug that in my dev hour. I knew I was forgetting something, and that was it.
There's always so much going on, though. It's like this and this and this and this, and you've been moving. So Mondays at 11, there is a Teal Script open call. I love open calls. I love open meetings. more so when registration's not required, but that's okay. So you just show up in Discord, right?
Yep.
Love it. I dig that. I also heard about another hackathon coming up on the AVM. I don't know if you heard about that, but Voy's going to be doing a hackathon, which will be the first AVM hackathon outside of like the foundation and Algorand,
Nice.
I think. So I think
Wow.
that could be kind of cool. Lots of good stuff going on. I don't know. It's good to touch base with everyone. Once a week for 1 hour hardly seems like enough to stay caught up with it all. But bless it, we'll try. I don't know. We'll get some teams together, have some bets going. I never said that I would do some sort of punishment for losing fantasy football, so I will remember next time Ted asks me to participate in something, to see that fine print beforehand.
Don't worry, it won't be any worse than Algo Active.
Hey.
And I'm going to light a fire
Never
for my
done.
Algo Active. I was so good. I was getting them done every week, and now it's like
This is
I
main
just
feeling.
I gotta grab onto the time. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate the fan that tuned in. I think it's Polly, PWK. You better give me an address. That won the 200 Algo for 2 right answers during our Limerick challenge. And then DC, let me know where you want me to send that for you for your 1 right answer. And we'll see you all again in 2 weeks. Take it easy during the holidays and end the year with a nice party. Sounds good.
Yay. Bye, guys.
Dab with me, Feely.
Dab with me.
Oh wait, I'm back.
Oh, you guys are opposite.
Yeah, because we're
That could have
connected.
almost made the Algorand A right there.
Oh,
Almost.
wait.
Possible.
Okay.
It is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smash the like button every day, Algonaut. Thanks for the reminder. Shek, I see you made it. Broken Hearts top 10. Let's see. And then every day Algonaut reminding us to vote if you're an XGov. So have fun. Be kind. Bye, Luluga.
Ta-da.